Hello everyone, welcome back to the crossword. It's Saturday, September 14th. I don't always do Saturday crosswords, and I very rarely do Sunday crosswords, but I don't know, today I felt like doing it, so here we are. They're obviously the most difficult of the week, so I don't always finish them, but sometimes I can. Red in the face, say. A stop sign is red on its face. If you blush, you're red in the face, but that seems too straightforward for a Saturday. I don't know. Bumped things. Bumped things. Things that you bump, things that have bumps. Don't know. Baseball mascot with a fluffy green snout. Forget it. Home to Sun Valley? No idea. Many Renaissance thinkers. Like philosophers? I don't know. Woman in dire need? With a question mark. So a woman in need of dire or something like that? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's look at some shorter ones maybe. Something trimmed after purchase. You trim the fat on certain meats. 3/15. Well, the 15th of March are the Ides of March. Okay, maybe that'll help with the across. Bumped things. Nope. Home to Sun Valley. Can I think of a a 5-letter place name that starts with AD? Not really. Woman in dire need. You could fit a name like Tessa in here if that were some woman. And Tessa Dyer doesn't really mean anything as far as I'm aware. Blank Sea Lice? Collaborative album by Courtney Barnett and Kurt Vile? I don't have any idea. Peyton Manning for much of his NFL career. He was a quarterback, right? But what did they, like MVP? He was what team did he play on? What's like the singular word for a player on this team? I know for a while he played for Colorado, right? Those are the Denver Broncos. But they must be asking for something else, like, was he a Colt or something? I don't know. Sister label of Volt Records? No idea. Brand seen on Canadian highway signs. A brand on highway signs. Like Tim Hortons? You would see that on highway signs. What other Canadian brands are there? Maybe this is like Esso? That's a gasoline brand in Canada, right? Let's try that. Gala, e.g. It's a soiree. It's a party. It's a bash. I mean, party is 5 letters. Doesn't fit with Esso, but also seems very straightforward for a Saturday, so let's not jump to conclusions. Okay, I love that this ends with S, and so does this. Esso is looking very good. Unless I've forgotten that it's Oso, but I think it's Esso. Dismisses unceremoniously. You toss something aside. You brush it off. I don't know. Pulls up. Like you can pull up in a car. You can pull up on a pull-up bar. You can pull something up in a database or whatever. Like if you view something on a computer, you pull it up, but I'm not in love with that enough to say views. Where the average American lives. Fiction? There's no such person? I don't know. Word with the same meaning in English, Swahili, and Mandarin, among other languages. That'll be okay. That word has gotten everywhere somehow. Connections might hinge on it for short. Your ETA or your ETD at the airport could be important for your connection. Senior class tradition. Are we looking for something like the senior prank is a tradition? I think senior photos are a thing, like prom or homecoming is a thing. Ditch day fits. I don't know. Accessories for some bell ringers. I'm sure bell ringers could mean a lot of different things. Trailer homes? The question mark. They're not talking about like RVs or whatever. I guess an RV isn't a trailer, but are they talking about like movies? Movie trailers? Like, are we looking for theaters, maybe? Probably not, but I'll put it in for now. Because that's kind of the home of a trailer, in a way, is the theater. Trying way too hard in modern lingo. You're try-harding. It's just rephrasing the question, really. I don't know. Probably starts S, though. You can bump fists! Okay, the T in theaters looks right. You know what? What if Sun Valley's in Idaho? And F was just lucky, like, was just right by luck and not because fat was right. Something trimmed after purchase. A fir? Like, do you trim a fir tree? When do you buy fir trees? Is that... That is what, like, Christmas trees usually are, right? Is firs, I think? So it's possible. And you trim the Christmas tree, so it could be fir. Fit? I don't think you trim a fit in any way I'm aware of. Fig? Do you trim a fig? Beats me. Trim a fin? I don't think so. I mean, there's just not a lot of place names that have a D and an H, right? It kind of has to be Idaho, I suspect. Interjection of interest. I care. Doesn't fit. Also, it's not a common interjection. 50-50. Half. Even. Don't know. Case worker. An attorney works a case. They want you to say ATY, right? Not AT. I think either one is a valid abbreviation for attorney. Job that anyone could see themselves doing. Like a mirror repairman? Mirror installer? Temper. So if you have a temper, you're irritable. To temper metal is, you know, something involved in the smithing process. Actress weaving. Well, the only weaving I know is Hugo weaving. Poles with a water skiing boat. Say. Do you call that jetting, like jets? Maybe? Like because of jet ski? Let's say, no, you definitely tow something with that, right? This looks like Sandra. No guarantee, but... You know who rings a bell is the Salvation Army guy dressed up as Santa. They would have Santa hats. Renee? Why would that be in dire need? Oh, you got me. Okay. There we go. Cryptic crosswords. There's a woman in the phrase dire need, and that woman is Renee. So you trim a fur. Okay. So, something. A window washer. You can see yourself in the window, I guess. Maybe they want you to say mirror washer, actually. But anyway, it's something washer. Oh, you are so extra. I guess, does that mean trying way too hard? Yeah, it sort of does. Okay, well, we got one corner done. Highly rated French vineyards. Dunno. Cry of delight. Aha! Oh-ho! Wee! If I thought this were ditch day, which is my current best guess, this would be a Y. Let's actually put day in here. Yay is a cry of delight. Muscles used in rowing, for short. I mean, I don't really know what muscles use in rowing. I know lats are a muscle group. And we have blank blank TS. Like delts and pecs, like those all don't fit. So I'm going to go with lats. Yellow Teletubby. I know there was a Teletubby called Lala. I guess you spell it this way. Is someone's name really Sahara Weaving? No. Ah, this D also gives us the window washer idea. Although if you're not... I was going to say if you're not busy, you're free, but also a day at a business that's not busy is slow, so that works. Interjection of interest. Oh, cool. 50-50? That doesn't mean 1. Eh? I guess it kind of does. 50 divided by 50 is 1. Okay. So temper could be something about heat. I blank S doesn't look very good. In something, like you're an inside agent. Maybe. Ah, to temper is to anneal. That's the smithing thing. Those are synonyms. Soda shop purchases. Something cola. This is looking a lot like Ditch Day. Oh, a cult. I just guessed a 4-letter NFL team when I didn't have any of the crosses, and it turns out it was right. But just luck. Who the heck are the Colts? I don't know where they play. Well, ETA would put a double A here, which seems unlikely. So what about ETDs? This doesn't look very good either, honestly. Maybe ET is wrong? The average American lives Midtown. In a low-down bar? I don't know. Doesn't stick out. Something that doesn't stick out. I mean, embeds is kind of the opposite of sticking out in a way. So you could maybe clue it this way, but something blends in if it doesn't stick out. Comes to totals. No backing out now. I don't know. Gonna need more help for that one. It once ran the headline, Santa dies on Christmas trip. Abbreviation. The Onion News Network? I don't know about that. Huh. Dentist's concern. Cavity? Maybe. Celeb with the #1 single and an acting Oscar. I don't know. 4 letters. Like a number one single, 4 letters, kind of has to be somebody with a mononym, right? Like Cher or Enya. I don't think either one of them has an acting Oscar, though, so I don't know who this is. When repeated, college party chant. Chug? You would chug, 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 chug. You would repeat that. What the ancient Romans called the Cupid stone, considering it a symbol of love. Beats me. Bad idea. Aid in skyscraper construction. You would need a crane? Seen enough. I don't know. Hard things to ignore metaphorically. Big flashing lights. Cat's handle for her kitten. Use the nape of the kitten's neck. This must be opal. Bad idea is a no-no. Dentist's concern. Enamel. Business card abbreviation. Telephone. Some long-distance callers are yodelers. Oh, this wasn't cola. It was chocolate. Chocolate malt. So maybe this isn't okay. Because polymath is a well-known term for, like, you know, multidisciplinary genius that would be used for some Renaissance people. Home? Seems unlikely. Red in the face blushed doesn't really quite work, right? Pulls up. I don't know. Something town. Still don't know this one. No backing out now because it's a done deal. Setting for a sitting? What does sitting mean exactly? This is looking like inside. Doesn't stick out. Blends in. Something's in. I don't know. Huh. Kind of boat affected by a wind advisory. Small craft. Samara, apparently. This celeb is looking like Cher. I didn't know she had an Oscar, but it's possible. It can be whole, half, or quarter. No idea. Don't know this either. Capital city on the Red River. That'll be Hanoi, not Hanau. Entre, maybe? Hard things to ignore metaphorically. Elephants. I'm going to say entre. I don't know what it means, but where a rope ladder might lead. A tree fort. Canadian province. Oh, Prince Edward Island. This came up a couple weeks ago or something, I think. Apollo was conceived in them. Don't know what that's all about. Puppy chow ingredient. Eh? I don't think it's Chex. I don't think chew is a specific thing. Oh, and this it is Chex. Apollo was conceived in the 60s, like the moon missions. Oh, whole, half, and quarter rests in music, sure. What, they put checks in puppy chow? What? Do I not know what Chex means? I know it's a cereal brand. I didn't know it was anything else. I can't imagine going to the trouble of like making Chex and then I don't know what is puppy chow exactly. Is this like some homemade thing where you're like, oh, go buy some Chex and some, ground beef and something else and just mix it all up. Your dog will love it. Maybe. But if it isn't that, I can't imagine it like Alpo or somebody would go to the trouble of like buying actual Chex instead of just the ingredients. Huh. City near Memphis, Giza. The Memphis in Egypt. Salon offering a spa, maybe? Well, no, that's not right. Manny and Petty don't fit. Seen enough, I don't know. Musical character who sings Just You Wait, don't know. MIT school, the Sloan School. Salon offering. Don't know. Setting for a sitting. All spunto. Administrative center. City Hall. To Kill a Mockingbird family. Atticus Finch. Oh, I guess Finch's does fit. Is there a character named Eliza, maybe? Seen enough. You've seen enough if you've had it. Oh, a salon could offer a tan. A tanning salon, sure. Did the New York Times run this headline? Why would they do that? Maybe an actual person named Santa did actually die and it was a silly enough thing. But, like, I don't think... That's not, like, lighthearted humor, right? Somebody died. So I don't think that can be why they did it. An art studio is where you might sit for, like, a painting. Doesn't stick out. Oops. Fits in. Cruise? Because then we get USA. Oh, Anytown, USA. That is like a phrase you can say to just refer to like any old place. A very, very average American, sure. Some sort of fanatic, maybe? So gala is not a party. It's not a soiree. Dismisses unceremoniously. Maybe shoo? You shoo someone to dismiss them? Get out of here. You just wave your hands? Sure. Pulls up. You could call someone if you pull them up in some contexts. I don't love that. Red in the face if you are ashamed. Gala, Ichi. Apple? Is a gala like a breed of apple or whatever you call it? Probably, right? Fanatic? The Philly Fanatic? Is that a thing? There is a thing called the Philly Fanatic. I didn't know you spelled it like a crazy person. Lots of sea lice, maybe. Oh, mama? Yeah, that's another word that could be... the same in many languages because it's just a noise babies are good at making, and so you want to imagine the baby's talking about you, and so you change that's how that develops in distinct unrelated languages. Pulls up, halts, I guess. Yeah, pretty good performance for a Saturday. I mean, the time is. I'm sure you could do it much faster if you were good at this, but I'm happy to get it with no hints, and I think the time was okay for me, right? Yeah. A little below my average. 11 minutes. What a thing, huh? I think I did that one on the channel, maybe? I don't know. You could go look at that date if you wanted to. See if I posted a crossword video that day. Oh, right, it's the big Saturday mini. 7x7, it looks like. Shortens as a skirt. Hems. My very educated mother, these are stand-in for planets. Puzzling question. A riddle? Sure. Non-human child is a pet or a cat? Cat or cow, those are poses, so we're looking for pet. You reap what you sow. Receive promotional emails. Opts in. Gymnasts and bowlers do splits. Teachers claim to have eyes in the back of their heads. Ooh! Under 30 seconds for a Saturday is very fast for me. Sadly, no 5-letter words I can take into the Wordle, so let's just take plane from planet. I did figure out yesterday's spelling bee, by the way, after leaving it on screen for a bit while I did other stuff. I eventually caught it. Achy. No, there's no A-E. I hate A's not being at the beginning. Savor. Aorta? No, but I've narrowed down where the A is, at least. We know it's in the 4th position. Huh. So the O has to be 1st or 3rd then. First seems a little hard. Maybe it could be a word like croak. Okay, but that's the idea. Broad. Yeah, okay, good enough. We'll look at the spelling bee now, in fact, while I have it on my mind before the connections. Yesterday, it was chickadee. I like dickhead better, but, you know, they're not going to put that in the New York Times, of course. This is javelin. All right. On to the connections. A burger and a slider are like the same thing? A vintage and a winery are wine origins? A grape? So maybe it's not origin, but like what makes up a wine, kind of? A region, maybe? Are these like... ways of identifying a wine in increasing level of detail? Like, what region is it from? Oh, it's from California. What winery? Oh, well, you know, Napa Fancy Wine. The vintage 95. Oh, which grape exactly was that anyway? So it could be. Sub and super are kind of related. Pro? Button. What's up with a button? A button and a knob and a slider are controls for a thing? And a switch. That's got to be a group. Console inputs. So burger and slider don't go together. What else could burger be? Some sort of wordplay group? Are these like the first part of a brand name that like sells food? Like Burger King, Subway. I don't know what super would be. There's also like things that's starting with ham. There's hamburger. Not really anything else. California. Oh! These are phrases ending in king. Burger King, California King, Prom King, and Lion King? Yeah. That's the purple group. Okay, so now I still have all my wine-related things. If I guess them, what do we have left? Super Sub, Pro, Retro? I mean, they look related, but I'm not sure I could characterize how they're related. Wine bottle info. Yeah, I don't know. I've never read a wine bottle. I just I just drink it, man. And not very often at that. I'm sure you can imagine if I never read it. Super Sub, Pro, and Retro. Huh. I don't know. What is this group? They're just prefixes. Well, screw you too. I thought it would be interesting. Okay, I already did all the cool puzzles, right? You know what? It's Saturday. Let's have a ball. Let's play the strands as well. Why not? Elements of style. Where can I find italics, please? Nowhere, apparently. I mean, obviously, they could be talking about fashion. Elements of style alludes to, like, grammar and typography, but doesn't have to. This Y is a little hard to get to, isn't it? Like LLY maybe? This G is horrible. Right? Like what? It has to be like LG. And at that point I think you want to use the Y, so Belgi? Or it could start GL, I guess. Although not easily. I think it has to end RGY. So I want it to be like energy, but it isn't. A word ending ERGY. like clergy, right? But there's no C in the vicinity. I don't know why bench would be an element of style. Sweet. Swatch, maybe? How about just a watch? Yes. Okay, so these are maybe fashionable items of clothing. Like, I can't find a jacket anywhere, but maybe there's a coat? No. Look at all these S's. What the hell? Oh, a belt? No, can't be that because... Oh, yeah, no, there's only one way to spell belt. I was thinking I could use this E instead, but then I can't reach the L. Cadnab. Bancad. Dakangab. Chanda. Handbag. These are accessory. Excess. Or... I like accessorize. I don't have an E. Accessories. I also don't have an E. What? They're not accessors. Access. Accessorizing. Scarf. Glasses. And jewelry. Alright, so I mean, like, it's fine. I still don't love the strands, but whatever. We're celebrating doing a Saturday, so I imagine I will not be back on Sunday. Those are just such a slog. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.